Hi! In this video, we're going to show you how to change the seal assembly on our high-efficiency transfer pumps featuring the Fristam FPR Series pump heads. The tools required include a soft-faced hammer, a rod, a socket wrench, food-grade lubricant, and picks. In our high-efficiency transfer pumps, we use a front-loading single mechanical internal seal. This means that you can service the pump in place. When replacing the FPR seal, you must discard all parts except the seal driver. The seal driver is a non-wear part and is reused. The parts being replaced include the cover O-ring, the impeller nut gasket, the outer seal driver O-ring, the rotating seal assembly, which includes an O-ring, seal washer, spring, and rotating seal. Again, keep the seal driver. And the stationary seal assembly, which includes an O-ring and a stationary seal. For reference, we have an exploded view of the FPR's internal parts I will show you here, or you can find it on our product page on our website. Disassembling the FPR pump. Using a soft-faced hammer, loosen the cover nuts, and unscrew and remove them the rest of the way by hand. Remove the cover and discard the cover's O-ring. Unscrew the flange guard screw and remove the guard. Place a rod into the shaft hole to lock it in place. Using a socket wrench, loosen the impeller nut and unscrew and remove it by hand. Discard the impeller nut gasket. Remove the impeller. Compress the seal spring and remove the impeller key. Disassembling the seal assemblies. Remove the outer seal driver O-ring from the seal driver and discard it. Remove the rotating seal assembly and discard it. This includes the O-ring, seal washer, spring, and rotating seal face. Keep the seal driver. Remove the stationary seal assembly by pushing it from behind and discard it. This includes the O-ring and the stationary seal. Reassembling the FPR pump. Stationary seal reassembly. Lubricate and install the stationary seal O-ring onto the stationary seal. Install the stationary seal into the housing, making sure to align the flats on the seal on the flats on the housing. Rotating seal reassembly. Lubricate and place the rotating seal O-ring onto the rotating seal. Place the seal washer into the rotating seal. Install one end of the seal spring onto the rotating seal, making sure that the tab of the spring is on the slot of the rotating seal, with one end of the spring already in the slot of the rotating seal. Install the tab on the other end of the spring in one of the holes in the seal driver. Install the rotating seal assembly onto the shaft. Lubricate and install the outer seal driver O-ring into the driver, reassembling the rest of the pump. Compress the rotating seal and install the impeller key. Slide the impeller onto the shaft, making sure to align the keyway in the impeller with the key in the shaft. Lubricate and install the impeller nut gasket into the impeller nut. Thread the impeller nut onto the shaft. Place a rod in the shaft hole to lock it in place. Using a socket wrench, torque the nut to the foot-pound amount listed on the maintenance manual. Lubricate and install the cover gasket onto the cover. Install the cover. Install the cover star nuts by hand and tighten them with a soft-faced hammer. Tighten them evenly to avoid uneven contact pressure along the seal. Install your shaft guard and tighten the screw. We hope you learned something during this video. If you found it helpful, please like, comment, and share with your friends and colleagues. If you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to us at 1-800-668-2268 or sales@cpsystems.com. Thanks.